Koch here with the Van City Home Team, and this week's Zoom interview is actually with Andrew Liggett. Is that the way to pronounce it, Andrew?
That's right, hard G. Hi, Natasha.
Hi, nice to meet you. And so tell me, Andrew, you're a lawyer and primarily in family law, correct?
Right. Been practicing almost 30 years, 29 this year, 30 next, started in 91 on the North Shore, and it's been mostly family law, mostly legal aid, because I like helping people. But little estate work, which is actually my academic preference.
Interesting. So do you
also a little business law, like corporations and stuff.
Okay. So you can form corporations for realtors like me, right?
I like helping people. So
okay, I like helping people too. So you're definitely in the right business, although it's sometimes a bit rare for. Well, let's not go there because that's. Anyway, so but you're situated in New West. Your business is Sea to Sky Law, and you do lots of community stuff, which I love because I'm all about supporting the community and our local community. So tell me a little bit about some of the stuff you do.
So pre-COVID, I was an active member of New West. I'd love to go to the networking events and also help them out by sponsoring them. Even without being asked, they would always ask for help. Any nonprofit needs money. I'm a big fan of the hospital, can't remember the name, the bicycle race through New West.
Oh, it just happened. Actually, I can't remember it either, but yeah.
So I'm a sponsor of that.
Nice.
Sponsor of the baseball organization, association. Anyway,
Well, it's good to support your community. I like to support my community as well. I live in New West as well, and I know that you're located.
Royal City.
What's that?
The Royal City.
It is the Royal City. I know. Well, it was originally the capital city, right?
Exactly.
So I don't know if anybody knows that New West was the capital city originally. We don't want to talk about the fact that it isn't any longer, but.
Not. It still is. Come on.
It is to us. So
very convenient part of the world, center of the metro.
For sure, it is. Actually, it should have probably been kept, and it's got a ton of history. So, I mean, yeah.
Exactly. I love it.
You're definitely in the right spot for sure. And so now with the COVID-19, obviously everybody's business model has changed, and I think it's probably some of those changes are going to remain. Yeah. Can you tell me how they've affected you, whether it be positive or negative?
Well, like everyone, about 2 months ago, end of March, the world almost seemed to come to a halt. You know, I couldn't go visit my mom for Sunday dinner anymore. I haven't seen my staff in 2 months, but we made the choice that because I'm the breadwinner for them, to keep them employed. They didn't want me to get sick. So I haven't seen them. I go in on weekends and sign anything if I had to sign. We just closed the office and haven't had any appointments. Any outsiders come into the office to keep them clean and healthy. And they up the game, of course, in terms of disinfecting the place. I've learned, like everybody, Skype and Zoom and all the rest of it. So going forward, that's right. All our shopping habits, I think, are going to dramatically change. I've got a great segue if you want me to gush about Superstore, by the way, and save on grocery shopping. So the grocery stores have been trying to get us to move to online shopping, and I think now we've discovered, wow, this is convenient. So same idea is I learned about a software that's like Zoom called Legaler from Australia that was made for lawyers, secure and all the rest of it. So now what I see going forward is not only are we going to have the plexiglass screens to, what do they call them? Sneeze guards. So whether it's the normal flu or anything else, to keep my staff healthy, we'll probably leave those in place. Like I assume the grocery stores will probably do the same.
Indefinitely, probably, yeah.
And then in terms of busy metro traffic, because I serve the whole metro, I see the future going forward is that we're going to do more work, more service providing by video, because the Law Society has allowed to change that there is a format that, and I did it for a client who had an emergency family application where you can sign an affidavit through the video. There's a process for that.
I wondered about that, actually. I wondered if you could do that or if you still had to have them appear at your office and then have the paperwork brought outside, signed, and then brought back in.
Well, that of course is an option, is depending on how comfortable everyone's health. And the health, it's not just you, right? Or your client, it's who's in their circle, their COVID circle. So yes, I agree. Going forward, I think our shopping habits are going to change. But back to the busy metro traffic, I think that's a positive, is that now people are going to say, hey, I don't have to actually, meet 2 feet apart and spend all that time and money in traffic and parking, but I can actually have a conversation with my lawyer by video and telephone and of course all the rest of it, whichever the people prefer. And you save that 2 hours of driving to the office,
Yeah, so it's going to be more productive, although there might be a higher expectation too from clients that they're going to be able to reach you easier as well, right? So
no, that doesn't change.
No, they had that before, right?
Or they had a bad night. I'm a grandfather as of a month ago. So,
wow, congratulations. Well, that's awesome. Andrew, that's awesome. So I know that you've been in business for 30 years and you've been in New West for like 5 or 6 years. So you're pretty well grounded in New West now. I know that you're above the Bridal Gallery at Lorne Muse, the corner of Lorne Muse and Columbia Street, where Waves Coffee is, if everybody knows where that is, which I'm pretty sure you do. So go and see Andrew, or at least reach out to him via Zoom now that he's a Zoom user, and he can take care of all your estate planning needs as well as family. And I'm assuming that you do wills and those things as well.
I love estate planning, but simple wills, if it truly is appropriate to the circumstance, there's now actually, in addition to my local favorite notary that I support, there's actually now a free government process, mylawbc.com, that has mediation and simple wills available. If the client situation is not appropriate for a so-called simple will, I don't think any of our lives are simple anymore.
I don't think anybody's life is simple at all. And now even less, because, we're moving into a totally different world too, right? So,
but we can all adapt. We're all in this together. Can't remember who said that first. And like our BC health officer said, be kind, right? Be safe. Yeah, we'll just adapt to the new normal.
Well, I'm really glad that we have kind people like yourself in our community, because you can tell that you definitely have the people's mind at heart. Otherwise, you wouldn't have even disclosed the fact that there's an online service to do your will instead of coming to see you.
Oh, I would rather help with the difficult stuff, but the simple will, it's better to have one than not have one. So Go online. They have a list that says, okay, when it's not appropriate, so they help you understand if it's appropriate. Everybody should have a will and a power of attorney. Understand, a will only, as the old saying is, speaks from death. It doesn't help you with all the life's events before death, okay? So you have to have an enduring power of attorney for before death, will for after death. And you're doing it for your survivors.
Yes, so. I know. Well, my dad always says, well, it doesn't matter because nobody's going to ask me any questions after I'm gone. And I said, well, yeah, but you're leaving that all to me to deal with.
Exactly. Yeah. Most people are an executor once because
they never want to be that again.
It's a lot of work and a lot of responsibility. And the courts have a custom, a tradition. It's not a rule or a law, but they have a tradition where they will not listen to the impatient beneficiary applying for their share of the estate until a year's gone by. It's called the executor's year. They give the executor a year to secure and figure out and get ready to distribute the estate, because it's a lot of work. And I can help with that, of course.
Okay, well, if for anybody's legal needs, go check out Andrew at Sea to Sky Law in New Westminster. And thank you for coming on my Zoom interview today. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Natasha.
Okay, we'll hope to do some business with you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.